Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. Time to give you all an update on what's been happening at the new building site. There's been a lot going on behind the scenes, and fair warning, it's going to be a little bit windy today, so we may be fighting some wind with the camera. It'll be what it will be. So, since the last time, finished up the last of the rock boxes, all right, so that's all good. And I threw down some of these concrete pavers at the base of each entry door, so you don't have to be stepping on rocks to get into the doors, so that turned out well. The next step was turning my attention toward where this rock box exits out and turns into a French drain. Routed it all down underground a couple days ago. We've got backfilling all done. We just have to finish up the outlet down there, which is what we'll do today. Yesterday, put the finishing touches on this rock box right here, camouflage the outlet where it goes down through the same mix of Squatch Senior's Miracle Topsoil down there. It's been seeded with the same grass mix that's growing very, very well down there. All of the gravel piles have been used. Everything has found a place around the building. I don't have topsoil out this far yet because I still have to get rid of those two piles. We've got a lot of work to do here. It would just be ruining it. So for now, it's just dirt. Those are the rocks that I picked out of the backfill material that I filled the trench with. There's always rocks. That's okay. We might be able to use them down here. So this is as far as I went with the outlet. I had to take a pretty big bite out of the brush around here to get my slope to find good daylight. But here we are. I've got plenty of perforated pipe sticking out, and about midway through I bumped it up to 4-inch diameter. So we've got 3-inch diameter feeding the rock box to about halfway down. I adapted it up. Now we've got 4-inch perforated pipe because if the water wanted to lose like any velocity on this slightly flatter downhill slope, give it a bigger and bigger opening with less resistance for it to roll. So that's why we've got 4-inch down here. This is what we put in the ends. It's a push-in grate cap. Keeps critters from wanting to run up those pipes and build nests and cause us problems. And this is as far as I went with the rock layer as well. All right, so this is where we daylight. So today we're going to build a decorative yet functional rock structure feature on the outlet right here. So it'll give this some sort of permanence. Then we'll finish off with the backfill. We might have to crown that up over the top of that landscape wrap, and then hope for rain. Maybe rain, supposed to be starting tonight. It'd be nice to get this finalized today and give it the big test tomorrow. So we're a little bit on the clock. That means it's time to go rock shopping. Fortunately, we have ample supply already on the premises. So initially we're looking for square and we're looking for flat, all right? Something like this would be excellent if it was about the size of the large rock that it's on. I need 2 good flat ones. Otherwise, anything like this that kind of has some square edges, kind of a flatter top, that one's a candidate. Yeah. Get them out from underneath that other one. Oh, the joys of picking through rock piles. Almost like a pizza wedge. Yeah, that's that one's got some promise. Unfortunately, around here we don't have to worry about snakes and rock piles, but we do have to worry about bee and hornets' nests, especially this time of year. So, of course, gloves. I think this is another one. That's just a little bit squarish. Okay, we'll set him out, flag him. This is the oldest part of the rock pile back here. Let's see what we got over here. This one kind of intrigues me. Okay, it looks like it's rather flat. It's probably that thick from what I can see, which would be about right. It just depends on how big it is. Old glass. Quite a lot of the farm dump went into this this end of the pile here. Yeah, gotta be careful. Old bottle glass there. Let me dig in here a ways get a feel for exactly how big this is. So far, oh no, hey, we're moving it already. So far, oh, I think we're about right. Boy, is there a lot of broken glass in here though. Okay, yeah. Look at that nice flat edge. This might be our spillway stone for the base. Let's see, the hunt continues. Things like that could be useful. I looked at this great big sandstone slab, but it's a tractor mover and it's so nice and flat. That's more of a good stepping stone for something. So I think I'll save that for something else. Got one in here I'm looking at now. Boy, somebody really needs to clean some of the old dead branches off of this rock pile. Wow. This one might have promise. I don't even know how many decades that's been there. Whose hands put this here? Senior said this old farmstead, you guys can see, Senior said this old farmstead was basically abandoned as far back as he can remember. That's how long these rocks have been here. All right. Okay, initial rock harvest. This is just our start, but we've got these 4 main ones. So I've decided this will be my top cap. All right, it's bigger. We've got the perfect flat edge here to run some dirt up against. That's the top. This will be the bottom spillway, this flat one. I kind of like that little step for a waterfall. You know, okay, we're getting off track. These other 2 are going to be main side structure. I'm pretty sure these 3 pieces originated from the same main rock formation over the millennia. They just got broken apart somehow. They've all got the same kind of grain in them. They're all extremely heavy. And we got some other assorted squares. That flat one, this flat sandstone, the pizza rock, which is sounding really good. That might be what's for lunch today. And now a landscape fabric goes down. This will prevent weeds and grass and what have you from growing up through the rock bed. This is going to be out front of the main spillway rock. I tucked the fabric just under the leading edge of the spillway stone. So now let's set this one in for part of the side wall. Fit it all in, get it to line up. This next one is a bit more substantial. I don't pick this one up all at once. Now I call these on the end here gate stones because they will hold the fine rock in from tumbling out. They'll still let water trickle through them, and you won't be able to look up in there and see any fine stone either. So here's that flat one I pulled from the rock pile, said those could sometimes be handy. With that over the top, it won't crush the pipe, but we should get a little bit of down pressure from our top one on there, hold all that stuff together. And with all that set, I've cut off the excess perforated pipe, and I've made our graded end cap permanent. I'll throw a couple sheet metal screws in there because critters do like to dig at things. All right, now we can cap it off. If we can maneuver the stone. It's heavy. And now building somewhat of a backstop for the dirt. Okay. Yeah, I'll put that one there. This one will fit in down there like that. All right, so you can see from the back side, that'll catch the berm that we're gonna throw up here. And that was, like I mentioned earlier, nice flat area back there. Good backstop for the dirt. And I think I'll do another little layer of landscape fabric here. Keeps any washing from happening down between the rocks. I know the sun glaring in here creates a lot of shadow, but you're starting to get a sense for what we've been building here. All right, saved you all the agony of watching me backfill, but yeah, we've got our mound all the way out, clear up to our opening rocks. And now is where we take our revenge upon all the stones we picked out of the backfill for the whole trench. Load them all in a bucket. The goal is to only move them once and to get maximum efficiency out of the process. So these are going to be used. Down here to shore up the sides of the spillway, plus add a little bit of washout control to the center. And final step with the rock, use up some of the spare fines that we've got left over from putting all the drains in the ground. So the final chore of the day, well, I went and got another load of Squatch Senior's Miracle Topsoil Mix. Spread that over all of, there. Oh, come on, dude. We're not starting over now. There, stay there. Come on, man, stay there. Must be getting tired, I can't even prop up a rake. Yeah, went and got another load of Squatch Senior's Miracle Topsoil Mix, threw over all the raw sand. We put the same grass seed mix that I've been putting in everything else, and we can call this done. I've got quite a bit more tidying up to do in here. That's not so important right now. We're ready for rain, and as dry as this ground is, we need some rain. So that's gonna look really good once it starts growing fresh grass. And we've got an excellent spillway here. We are gonna be erosion resistant. I've only got the landscape fabric to about right there. Okay, so that'll stay pretty clean rock from here on out. I don't mind if Mother Nature starts creeping back in. That's the whole goal. whole goal, to introduce all that runoff back into Mother Nature without it causing any more damage. And I like making the drain outlets like this because it protects that plastic, it keeps the sun off it, it keeps it out of the elements. Everything just lasts so much longer. And I'm excited to see water trickling off that flat stone, entering the rest of the rock bed. And really, I think it all came together pretty well, considering most of this stuff was either in the main rock pile or overburdened from up there. So I guess the theme of this episode is nature provides, using as much of what's here as possible. So it's in the way anyhow, might as well use it. I'm certainly not going to buy it. So I hope you all enjoyed this episode. It's been a fun project. We've got drainage now from the main building, both sides. So the exterior work, the landscaping, is quickly coming to an end. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So a few more piles left to take care of, and then we move inside, start building the storage loft. And I hope to see you all back for that. Thanks again, everybody. Come on, troublemaker.